Hey you guys, it's Vikiana. Good morning to you all. I'm coming at you. I just got finished doing a body shot, and it's been 3 months and 5 days, or maybe 6 days, since I've been on the Atkins diet, you guys. You all have heard my wonderful test results. You all have heard my 44-pound weight loss total. What I'm coming to you guys today for, well, the reason why I did the body shot is not only that, I also wanted to show the dress that I had on for Nene's little get together yesterday, and Daddy bought the dress, and you will see why in that video, I'm pretty sure. Even though it's not the color that I would choose, I wore it to appease him. And I also didn't wear any undergarments, and I did that for a reason, because that way you can get a true sense of the difference in the weight loss, and that way you can see it without any contractions, without any shapers, without any waist cinching, without any the girdles, without any trickery. So I made sure that I gave it to you 100% raw, and I did that because my first video that I did on the Atkins body shot with the Beyonce bounce, I did with no undergarments on either. So you'll truly be able to compare it, and you'll be able to see in the video I just did that I had no undergarments on quite clearly. I just wanted to make it clear I didn't do it to have anybody lusting after me or anything like that. I did it so that you guys can have a true sense. And I do this because I want to encourage people. I do this because there was a time, not too long ago, that I thought that I was helpless and that I was hopeless. And many of you heard me say this, but you really, unless you're there, you really don't understand what it feels to be at that spot. And I get literally, now at this point, I think we're up to about 330 something people that are now on Atkins because I have been sharing, and also because of my results. So I thank you all so much for even entrusting in me and to seeing if in fact it would work for you, because as everyone always has emphasized, everything don't work for everybody, but to be able to have yet another tool for us to get to the destination is just still great nevertheless. And basically this video is geared towards those of you who are on Atkins, those of you who are interested in Atkins, and those of you who are about to embark on Atkins and or on induction phase. So let me do a disclaimer. The disclaimer is as follows. Do not watch this video if you think that you're going to pick apart, if you're going to attack, if you're going to just single out one little thing that someone says or I say, if you're going to just get on here just basically trying to find something to disagree with. I have no problem with people voicing their opinions. What I have a problem with is people that always only disagree. So when you see me lash out at people, and yeah, it may look, wow, why is she lashing out at me? Or why is she lashing out at this chick? You have to understand that I know all the messages. So if I only see disagreeing all the time and nothing else ever positive to say, no matter how many different topics I do, because as you all know, I do like a million different things on YouTube. If you see that all the time, naturally you can only come to a conclusion that they're trying to pick apart every little thing that you're doing and only find something that's bad, or in their eyes may be viewed as bad, to discuss. Okay, so if you think that you're going to do that, it's no need. Just go ahead and not watch this video. I am about, as I've said before, giving people encouragement that were like me, showing people that it can be done, showing people that you do have options, showing people that we no longer have to fear food, because I actually for so long feared food. Although I loved it, it was a love-hate relationship. Although I loved it, I was so fearful of it. The reason why is because I knew that it was going to overcome me by the end of the day. I knew that I was going to succumb to any and every will that it wanted. I knew that it was going to beat me, and I knew it was going to defeat me. And because I knew nothing else but that, it came natural to me to be defeated by it. And with the Atkins diet, I have learned tools to be able to control it, be able to use it for what it's supposed to be used for, to be able to, yes, enjoy my meals, but not focus so much on just enjoying. To know that there's so much more out there that I can enjoy. There are so many things I've been robbed of willingly. And I'm sorry, you guys. Pootie wants chips. And let me put this down. And I do this. Here you go, Pootie. See, you can be around this stuff. There you go. There you go. Yeah. And I do this because I want to show people that if I can do it, coming out the womb, 10 pounds, and coming out the womb going directly to the refrigerator. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can have the strength to turn away from things, you too can. I think that we're so programmed to think that it's okay to indulge. It's okay to have every now and then. Because I actually get a lot of my subscribers that actually have followed me from the beginning and that love me so. I mean, truly, genuinely, you can tell that they actually care about me. And they tell me, Kiana, you can slip every now and then. Go ahead. Don't deprive yourself. And the reality is, would you tell a crack addict that? You know, and although they're saying it with love, with all of their heart, would you in fact tell a crack addict, go ahead and smoke that crack, shorty? Would you? Go ahead and smoke that crack. You can do it once a month. You can smoke that crack once a month. It's not going to hurt you. Go ahead and enjoy that crack. Smoke it up. Go ahead and start blowing on it. Would you? No, you wouldn't. And Daddy's laughing. And in a sense, you guys, you have to understand when you get to a point where you are, 100 pounds or more overweight, your body is addicted to the food. And your body fat cells is actually addicted to it. So you actually are withdrawing just as if you were a addict of anything else. So when you hear me say that you don't have to indulge, when you hear me say that you don't have to give in, you don't have to have cheat days, you don't have to, tell yourself that it's okay to go ahead and eat once a month. When you hear me say these things, and when you hear me say that I don't do those things, and I am not going to, when you hear me say these things, it's because those foods trigger something in me. Whether I indulge once a month, once a week, once every 3 months, it's still going to be a trigger. And what it does is, although I enjoy it for that one moment, although I have a moment on the lips and a lifetime on the hips, as they said, the reality is that after that moment is gone that I've enjoyed it, I then have many, many, many moments of fighting it once again all over again, because that trigger lasts much, much, much longer than the moment that I have it on my lips and enjoy it and digest it. That trigger actually will make me have to battle even more for weeks to come for that one moment. So therefore, when I say it's not worth it, when you actually sit down and evaluate why that is said, why that is actually true, and you come to an understanding that you don't have to have that, then you fully understand why it's not necessary to do it, you shouldn't do it, and you actually make it worse for yourself later because of the trigger as far as getting through your diet. Now, no, that's not a phone, that's a calculator. So, the other thing I wanted to discuss with you guys, and I'll be doing this in several videos, is there are going to be a lot of issues. There are going to be a lot of things that you experience. Now, these issues are not necessarily bad, and I maybe shouldn't word it as issues. I would word it as there are going to be a lot of changes. Okay, these changes are not necessarily bad, but they are changes, and there are things that you're going to experience. There are things that a lot of people are not going to tell you that you're going to experience. A lot of things are actually gross. A lot of things are just TMI. But as for me, I'm going to discuss all of those things with you guys. And I want you to know these things, because the more prepared we are, the better informed we are, the better we do, the better we're able to handle certain situations. Rather than go into something and then something hits you and you're like, wow, how do I handle this? Wouldn't it be better to know about it ahead of time, and then when it arises, you're like, oh, that's what Kiana was talking about. Next. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm telling you guys these things, and I hope that you understand I'm not trying to be gross, or I'm not, I'm trying to do it as tactful and as classy as possible. But these are things that a lot of people that I've noticed don't discuss, whether they're on a low-carb diet or low-calorie diet or whatever. And I just wanted to take some time out to discuss it with you guys. And of course, I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 to this video, so definitely make sure you check that out, because that's going to be the meat and potatoes of what I'm talking about. This is going to be the beginning. So, if you're on Atkins diet, the induction phase, right? Okay. Induction phase, you're going to go through withdrawal. Yes, I know that is a harsh word. It's often affiliated with people that are drug addicts and have all kinds of multiple addictions. But guess what? You do too. And your body is going to reflect it. You're going to experience some things such as headaches. Yes, you're going to experience headaches. Much like a little heat headache. Not the kind that's the nagging migraine kind, but you're going to have a little headache, okay? And these are often called the Atkins flu symptoms, okay? You're going to experience sluggishness. If you go back on my videos when I first did Atkins, and I would say day 1 of Atkins, day 2 of Atkins, or whatever, I did those videos so that people, not only myself but others, can actually track what I've experienced each day that I actually started. And that's why it's important for me to do so many videos, because I think it's great that we can actually track daily, not just weekly or whenever the mood hits us, but we can actually track daily what we experienced at that moment. Even not just about the diet, but just to take 5-10 minutes out of your day, even 15 minutes out of your day, to do a video or two. Cody, stop. And then you'll be able to have that to always reference. So, I actually felt sluggish to the point where I am not a person that takes naps in the daytime. I just don't. You all know I just don't believe in that. It's too much that needs to be done as a mother and as a wife for me to be sitting, laying, taking naps in the daytime. So, I don't take naps, but I was compelled, I mean overwhelmingly compelled, to take naps. And I had to, because in the beginning, you are going to feel that Atkins flu. I'm going to cut the video short now. Just do part 2 next. Like I said, that's going to be the meat and potatoes. It's going to tell you all kinds of stuff that you probably don't know about. And people that know about it, you're going to be like, you know what? Thanks for mentioning our struggle. So, alright you guys. I love you all so much. This for my low carb community. We out. We out.